Welcome to the Mind Body Podcast. I'm your host, Maria Angelova, and I'm here to challenge everything you have been told about aging and wellness. This podcast is for those who refuse to accept that growing old means growing unhealthy. Each week, I will bring you dynamic conversations with inspirational guests, sharing practical advice, insights, and motivation to live your life rebelliously as you age with grace and vitality. This is your time to embrace self-care, transformation, and an infectious spirit that says no to the conventional and yes to a vibrant, powerful life. Let's dive in and redefine what it means to live well. Hi, Rebels, and welcome to the Mind Body Podcast, your rebellious podcast with me, your host, Maria, where it is all about a strong body, calm mind, healing, and fully living. And today, continuing the conversation with me onto the topic of why the healthcare and wellness industries need change. This is according to your rebellious girl, and I'm so excited to be covering this topic from a consumer standpoint. So if you're a patient, a client, this episode is for you. Let's talk about the elephant of the room of why I personally think from what I see, we need change. The biggest one is, I'm going to use foul language because it is my podcast and I can do that. We have fucked up priorities. Yes. And we can thank our society, our parents, whoever you want, whoever gave you those priorities list and taught you what priorities should be. Listen, I'm joking, but we're taught to prioritize things by the people who were taught by somebody else how to prioritize things. And how many of you have been taught to put yourself first? To take care of yourself first, to nurture your body, mind, and spirit first before you take care of everybody else. Personally, I will tell you that was not the case. And from working with hundreds of people, I will tell you that is not the case for most. So that's okay. That's there. Now, what can we do to change that? Well, there's one person who is in charge of your priorities. Do you know who that is? Yes, that is the great news. That is you. So what comes about that is that it's a double-edged sword. Because yes, you're in charge, but it is also scary to make that change. And I totally get that. As somebody who is type A, taught to take care of everything and everybody else before herself, I totally get it. It may seem selfish. It may seem like, who the hell does he or she think she or he is to be putting herself first? Yeah, you will hear that. And you know what? That is totally cool, because your job in this life is to do you, not to make other people happy. So, priorities. And I want you to look at your priorities. And do you know what's telling about what your priorities are? I want you to become very observant of how you spend your time. I want you to be very observant, and you can actually pull the credit card summaries and see what your biggest expenses are. And I want you to see where your time and money go. And then maybe before you do that, ask yourself, what's important for me? And then look if there is alignment. If you're saying my family is important for me, are you spending time with your family? If you're saying my health is important for me, are you investing in your well-being? And are you being proactive about it? Because that is the other thing. Here is what I will tell you, rebels. I work with two groups of people. One who are proactive and one who are reactive. And what I will tell you with 100% assurance is that being proactive, it is much easier to address an issue while it is still smaller, and it is much cheaper to address an issue. And listen, if you're one of those people who is like, well, I'm too busy, blah, 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 I don't have time for this, fine. But what I will also tell you is that life will make you find time. So you can choose to find time proactively, or you will be made to find time reactively. And I'm saying this half jokingly, but it is actually a very serious deal, because you don't want to wait till you have that heart attack. You don't want to wait till you can't move to start moving. You don't want to be post-surgery learning how to engage your core or body awareness. You want to have that going into surgery. going into life. Because you know what? I will tell you, I work with people post medical emergencies. And if they don't have the body awareness, if that body has never moved, it is a very, very different experience than somebody who has the body awareness, somebody who knows what I mean when I say core, somebody who can isolate different muscle groups. So we go to the next point, is ownership. We are not taught to take ownership of our health. I will tell you, it is not your body worker's job to prioritize your health. It is not your physician's job to make sure that you're okay. Of course, people such as us are there to support you. But once again, there is only one person who can take ownership of your well-being, and that is you. So I ask you, are you taking ownership of your health? And listen, sometimes the answers to these questions are uncomfortable. And I do ask those questions and I get eye rolls, I get discomfort, people don't really love me. All of these questions come from a point of love and care, because I really am there to make you question the way you do your wellness, the way you take care of your well-being. Are you taking proactive ownership of your wellness? Are you being proactive about your well-being? And let's talk really quickly about things that support your well-being. We have supplements, we have medications, we have gadgets, we've got it all nowadays. And yet, we are sicker than ever. Here's the secret, or maybe not so much secret. There are basic pillars of wellness, such as movement, nutrition, sleep, hydration, toxin reduction, socialization, mindset. Those things will not change. Those things directly impact the state of your well-being. And we are also a society that is very much about quick fixes. We want to pop the pill, we want to slap the cream, because we don't have time to deal with whatever is going on. We don't have time to slow down. So what I'm talking about is creating a lifestyle, because most of the chronic disease that we see nowadays today is a result of lifestyle choices. And if you upgrade your lifestyle, which this is the funny thing, you guys, with small changes, I can tell you the huge successes I have with people when they start moving in alignment and intentionally, just a bit. And they're like, wow, I can't believe I feel so much better. Right. It doesn't mean spending hours and hours and hours. It doesn't mean spending thousands of dollars into it. But it does mean being consistent and taking consistent, intentional daily steps. Are you going to eat great every day? No. But can you be intentional to eat well 80% of the time? Can you be intentional to do something to move every day? Can you be intentional to get your butt in bed at a decent time and get enough sleep? Your body is constantly speaking to you and giving you feedback on how you're doing. And if you feel like crap, that is your body giving you feedback that you're out of alignment, that you're at unease. And you know what chronic unease leads to? It leads to disease. A disease is the state when you have no choice but to slow down. And it sounds cute and it sounds funny. And then one day you find yourself there and it's no longer funny because maybe your heart doesn't function as well. Maybe you can't move and all of a sudden you realize the gift of movement. Maybe your lungs don't work well. And it is a scary place to be. Don't wait to get there. Be proactive. Take care of the lifestyle pillars of your health. Now, if you've never moved in your life, if you tend to eat crappy food, are you going to change that overnight? Absolutely not. And please don't try, because what's going to happen, you're going to try it for a little bit, you're going to get discouraged, and you're going to quit. So again, small, consistent changes. I was that person who used to go to bed 1, 2, 3 a.m. That is no longer the case, and I'm very intentional about my sleep. Did I start sleeping from 3 a.m. to 11 p.m.? No. It was gradual. It was from 3 a.m. to 2:30, to 2 a.m., to 1:30 a.m., to 1 a.m., to 12:30 a.m., to 12 a.m., right? but it was intentional. And now I feel the difference of when I have not gotten enough sleep. So start small. Start being intentional when you're making your food choices of what is one thing I can change in my meal that is better? And start from there. When you start feeling better about yourself, you will want to do it. You won't have to do it. It's going to be a shift in mindset, and then you'll be incentivized to want to do it more. When you start going for walks and you feel like, wow, I feel more relaxed, I feel more focused, you will want to go for a walk because you have felt the results and the benefits of that walk, right? Okay, so lifestyle versus shortcuts. I will tell you, I personally do not work with weight loss. Why? Because of the mindset of weight loss. I'm going to eat healthy for 30 days. I'm going to do exercise for 30 days, and then I'm going to be done with that. And then I'm going to get back to my old habits. And that yo-yo thing that you do, not good neither for your body, nor for your mind. Hey Rebels, I want to take a quick moment to share something super exciting with you. If you've been feeling stuck, disconnected, or just know there is more to life than what you're experiencing, I have something special for you. I have created a powerful 6-step video series called Unleash Your Potential, an introduction to the Angelova Method. As a valued mind-body podcast listener, the series is my gift to you. In this series, I will guide you through the core elements of the Angelova Method, a unique approach that integrates movement, mindset, and mastery to help you align your body, mind, and life. You will learn practical techniques to improve your alignment, boost your core strength, and connect deeply to your inner self. Whether you're looking to enhance your physical health, gain mental clarity, or simply live more fully, these videos are designed to get you started on the path to your most vibrant self. And the best part? It's completely free. So if you're ready to break through barriers and unleash your full potential, head over to mindbodyexpert.com and get started today. Let's take this journey together, because you, my rebel, deserve nothing less than the extraordinary. Your mind. So again, it's about creating long-term solution and habits. How do you create it? What do I tell people? Fall in love with movement. You don't ever have to work out a day in your life. What is movement? Movement is something that you enjoy. Put some music and dance. That's movement. Now, if you have specific issues, let's say you have back pain, neck pain, and you don't know how to solve those, please ask for help. And please invest in yourself. Don't look at it as an expense. Look at it as a proactive investment into your well-being. I can tell you how many people I talk to who are in pain. They're like, yeah, I'm doing YouTube videos. Do you know what you're doing? You're watching something, you don't know what you're doing, you're repeating it. And is your body feeling better? No. So what is the feedback that you're getting? You need to do something differently. Ask for help. It's okay. When I started my journey, I was very stuck into my mindset. What did I do? I got myself in mindset coaching. I will tell you guys, I'm a huge proponent of coaching. Why? Because it works for me. Does it work for you? I don't know. You have to figure that out. But if I can pay somebody who knows what they're doing and they can speed up my progress, whether it's in body, mind, and spirit, yes, please. I prioritize that investment over other investments, but that is a choice I make because I take my well-being seriously. And this is the other thing. Value. I want you guys to think about your body worker, your Pilates teacher, your yoga teacher, whoever it is that you're working, your massage therapist, your physician. Cost. Have you guys seen how much costs have gone up? Of everything, of groceries, of basic needs. So why are you expecting to pay the same prices as before? For something that I do, which is very physical and very physically and mentally intensive, a full work week is considered 20 hours. And that is me for an hour sitting over you, watching millimeters deviations of how you move and speaking nonstop. It's extremely intensive. Do the math and evaluate how much you have to pay for your groceries to maintain a basic lifestyle. I'm not talking about extravagant lifestyle. Now look at your physician. You go to the physician and you complain. They saw you for 5 minutes. Have you seen what's happening into our healthcare system? Have you seen how broken that healthcare system is? Have you seen how burnout our physician nurses are? they're serving from an empty cup. And then on top of that, they get complaints. I will tell you that they don't feel good that I've had to see you for 5 minutes and rush to the next patient. But they have metrics according to which they're judged. And when they don't hit those metrics, there is repercussions. So when you think about those things, another example I'll throw at you is late cancels. I have reserved time for you. Your schedule changes, so why am I being penalized? I have reserved that slot for you. And see, we have to have these conversations because as a consumer, it is important for you to see the other side, right? People like me on the other side, we're also humans. We also have to pay bills. And very importantly, we have to be thriving and with a cup full so that we can serve you. Do you want a mindset coach who is burnout and grumpy and low vibrations? I don't. Do you want a physician like that? I don't. I want to be serviced by elevated people who take care of their mind, body, and spirit, and people who inspire me by example. How can they do that? It's when they prioritize their well-being and health. So please, next time you see your body worker, physician, nurse, whoever it is, throw in a little thank you. Remember, this wealth and health journey, the wealth of health, is huge, you guys. There is nothing like it. And I'll tell you, unfortunately, when we appreciate it is when we no longer have it. It is so worthwhile investment of your time and, if necessary, money. And perhaps you don't need to invest money. Great. Go for a walk, go dancing, go biking, go ice skating, whatever, go running, go golfing, whatever makes you happy. But make it a priority to do something that makes you happy. Social time, spending time with people that you love. How often do you do that? What was the last time you had a date with your spouse or significant other or your girlfriends? What was the last time you took a nice vacation, right? To nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Do you make that a priority, or are you busy, and you're waiting for that vacation of a lifetime once you retire, once the kids go to college or whatever it is? No, today is the day to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. It is the most priceless thing that you have. Let's talk quickly mindset. This is another huge opportunity into the context of well-being. What's happening in here, in your head? What is the quality of your thoughts? What is the quality of your decision making? Do you feel happy? And please be honest with yourself. It's okay to say no, and if the answer is no, that's okay. Take action to change that. Are you intentional with the way you live? I have two very live examples. I was in Whole Foods, and as I'm paying the baggers, the guy's like, hey, how are you doing? Did you find everything that you needed? And I was like, wow, what great energy. As he keeps putting things into the bags, I kid you not, and I'm not exaggerating, and I only had like 3 bags, so it's not like I did massive amount of grocery shopping. He asked me 3 times the same question. That is how unintentional and autopilot he is. I was like, wow, he's not even aware he's asking me back to back the same question. I had an appointment yesterday, and the person asked me for a physician's name. I actually spelled out the first and the last name. The minute I spelled the name, she goes, what's the physician's name? Wow, really not paying attention. How intentionally are you going through your day? Or are you a complete zombie that's just going through the motion? You know what? It happens to us. But it gets scary when that's not like for 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes. When it's hours of your day, when it's your entire day, when it's your entire week, the entire month, the entire year, your entire life. You're going like a robot, not paying attention to what's happening around you, not listening, always on your phone, always distracted, saving the world. It's your life that's rolling in front of you and you're missing it out. Slow down, like literally slow down, take a breath, take a pause, look at what's around you. I was talking to somebody and I shared with her, I said, I went for a walk and my goodness, the beauty out there, the colors of the leaves, the way the wind was moving them and they were flying. She goes, who pays attention to stuff like that? I do. You know why? Because I'm intentional to see them. Could I be on my phone taking a conference call? Yes, 100%. But we need that time. As humans, we're designed to not be buzzing in our head 24/7. Let's take that intentionality to movement. This is where I think we have a huge opportunity in the fitness industry. And I'll tell you, I've been in the fitness industry, well, for 30 plus years. And I was that person who used to do the music with the really loud, do the movement with really high intensity, really loud music. Where's my heart rate? Go, 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 push, push, push. No intention, no tuning to your body. The same thing every time. My body hurts, it's okay, it's gonna recover. Fitness has become something about how we look. Fitness has become punishment for our body. Fitness has become intensity. Movement is actually healing. How tuned are you to the needs of your body in terms of your movement routine? How intentional are you when you move? Do you maintain alignment? Do you maintain proper engagement? Are you breathing? Or are you just going through the motion? Are you respecting your body's boundaries, or are you all about intensity and reps and so forth? Is your body hurting and are you disregarding that? Are you showing your body and mind love and care? I was speaking to a client a few days ago, and I was so impressed by the progress in body and mind of how she was telling me how she's approaching her workout now versus when we started a couple of years ago. Now she's understanding the need for intentionality, meeting her body where it is, and progressively building strength versus doing stuff that her body is not ready for. The body is hurting and screaming, and she's popping medications to just do the pain because she doesn't have time to deal with that and slow down. So I encourage you to think, how intentionally are you going through life? That is a huge opportunity for every single one of us. How intentional are you with your movement? How intentional are you with your connections to people? Do you really talk to people? Do you really listen? Or is it a check mark because you need to network or you need to talk to that person versus I want to? Creating relationships is one of my favorite things. I really want to know you. Who are you as a person? I don't care about your title. Tell me what fires you up. What gets you going? And you know what? If you tend to think differently than me, let's talk about that. I want to know why you think the way you do. Let's have a respectful conversation. This is something that I'm so proud of in the rebellious community. We talk about all the uncomfortable topics: sex, politics, religion, in a respectful manner. We hear each other out. And just last week, a client told me, he said, Maria, thank you so much for the opportunity to allow me to feel safe to talk about this stuff because I don't feel safe sharing that stuff out there. He says, it feels good to talk about this. Yes, it is healing. And unfortunately, as a society and as the world, we have gone very far away from that. And actually, what I'm talking about, this is like a whole other topic, is you guys look at the state of the world. Look at where we are, how divided we are. Look at all of the conflicts. We are all energetically interconnected. And where we are as a world is a reflection of our state of being. Yeah, collectively. Think about that. You might think you have no part of it, but yes, you do. I do. Every single one of us does. And the only way we're going to heal that is when each and every one of us takes that personal responsibility and we're whole in mind, body, and spirit. So I'm super passionate about this topic because I do see how it changes people's lives when they start shifting the priorities, when they start putting themselves first, when they start taking those small steps. And today, this is really my call for your attention and curiosity and action to start doing something for yourself every single day, unapologetically. And I promise you that when you feel good, you will have such greater capacity to be a better parent, a better human, a better colleague, a better leader, a better spouse, a better friend, daughter, mother, whatever your capacity is. Or you can just go through the motion, be snappy, annoyed, rushed, feeling like shit. This is another thing. We have absolutely normalized feeling crappy. Oh, yes, I know I'm stressed. It's okay. I'm used to that. Yeah, my back, it hurts. It's been hurting for the past 10 years. Your back hurting is your body asking you to slow down and pay attention to your back. Yeah, I'm pausing because I would like for this to really sink in. And if right now you're listening to this and doing 500 other things, I asked you to be intentional and really listen to this, because what I'm telling you is everything that I teach every single one of my clients. And it's a process, and it's repeat, 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 repeat until you see things changing. So, you know what? Listen to this episode over and over and over and over, because as you grow, what you hear me saying will change. I'm saying the exact same thing, but you will absolutely hear it differently. Yeah. And that is the magic to rebellious living. When you take care of your body, mind, and spirit, when you slow down, when you connect to the beat of your own heart, to intuition, to your gut, and when you take those courageous actions that align with that, woo, you are on to the journey of your life. And your life will be completely different. That I promise you. But nothing will change unless you start saying yes to yourself. I send you so much love. All of this comes from a deep place of love. It's a very serious topic. Please take it seriously. Please share. Please comment. Do let me know what kind of questions you have. And do let me know if you want me to do a follow-up on any of the topics that I talked about. Because everything that I'm telling you, rebels, is everything that has changed my life personally in the most incredible, powerful way. So let me know. And if you work with me, you know I'm super open. I'm okay with being vulnerable and personable and telling you exactly how things are. Sending you so much love. Let me know what kind of questions you have. And please, today, now, do something that will nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Sending you a big hug. Do not forget to stay rebellious. Till next time. Thank you for joining us on the Mind Body Podcast, where we explore the power of living authentically and rebelliously. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a fellow rebellious soul who would love to hear what we share as much as you do. Stay strong, stay calm, and most importantly, stay rebellious. Until next time, rebellious souls, keep living fully. Your journey is just beginning.